Welcome to Houston Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Lauren Leal and Rachael von Oranje.
Okay, so I'm thinking we're gonna start out here. We got some Astros, Texans, more so.
Devin, what are you doing?
Being proactive. I'm doing the milk crate challenge, getting ready for when you guys probably end up making me do it anyway. Nailed it!
Happy Saturday evening. Welcome into Houston Sports Show. I'm Lauren Leal.
I'm Rachael von Oranje.
And he is Barry Laminack. Barry, thanks so much for joining us. I think this is week 4 now that you've been here.
I know, I'm excited. This is my second longest relationship ever. Hey, I got a question for you ladies before we start this show. The other day I was watching a really sad Tampa Bay Rays game where there were 5,000 people in the stands and they still did the wave. Ladies, where do you stand on the wave, no pun intended?
What's wrong with that? Hello?
What?
It gets the crowd going.
The wave has been the
wrong with
wave
the wave?
for years. I mean, this started in like the 80s, I think, at Mexican soccer games, and it made its way to baseball. What is the problem with the wave, Barry?
Because, look, if I wanted to stand, I wouldn't buy a seat. The only thing worse than the wave
Barry?
is the guy that tries to start it, and the only thing worse than the guy that starts the wave is the guy that tries to start it and it fails. That's pretty funny. You're a loser. But the rest, what are we doing? We're adults. I want to sit.
Barry, let me ask you a question right there. Do you go to college football games?
Yeah.
Do you stand?
No.
What, Lone Star
Whoa.
college football games?
Okay.
Do they have those?
That was below the GED, Rachael.
No, if you go to college games, you are standing the whole time, especially if you go to Kyle Field out there for the Aggies. Woo, you're standing the whole time. So, yes, people stand at games. And the wave is a fun way to do it.
Let me explain to everybody at home why Lauren loves the wave, because she looks at it as an opportunity to exercise where she's like, all right, let's go. Let's do some lunges while we do. Oh, we've seen the video of you and Mom getting wiggly. Oh, we've seen that.
Oh,
what?
I don't like that word wiggly. What now?
They were like this the whole time.
Roll it, Remy.
Getting a workout, aerobics, and enjoying a game.
Girl, you look good, want you vax that thing up. You's a handsome young brother, want you vax that thing up. Dating real life, you need to vax that thing up. Feeling freaky all night.
All right, let's get rolling with the show. We got a lot of wiggling to do here.
It's time for Real or Fake.
They're real and they're spectacular.
Here are Lauren and Rachael.
All right, real or fake time, ladies. First question for you involves the Texans. They are currently 2-0 in the preseason. Tonight's game is still pending. So the question is, real or fake? The Texans will win more games in the regular season than they have in the preseason. Lauren?
What? Barry, come on now. You don't have much faith in the Texans? Just 2 games? That is totally fake news. They're going to win more than 2 games. Like, what? Scrape by with 5, maybe. And
I said 1 year, not 2.
Lauren, if they only won 4 games last season with Deshaun Watson having a career stellar season, how are they going to win 5 this year? No J.J. Watt, no Hopkins, no quarterback, no wins.
you got to have a little faith in them. You got to have a little faith in them.
chance.
David Culley, we have a whole new staff. Come on.
The optimist.
I tell you what, though, I can predict this. I'll watch as many games in the regular season as I have in the that's 0. All right. All right, next question for you ladies. Sha'Carri Richardson is back. She's finally able to race after her suspension that kept her out of the Olympics. First race back, and she finished last. But she told the world, don't count me out. I'm not done yet. So, Rachael, real or fake? Sha'Carri Richardson wins gold in the 2024 Olympics.
I'm going to go with fake. I don't think she's going to win gold. If you would have caught me before the Olympics this season, I would have said, heck yes. But now it's one thing or another. I don't know. No, Jamaica has got that on lock, and I'm not sure anybody's coming to take that gold from them.
Ooh, I mean, what if she would have competed, though, this year?
I don't know. I mean, she's fast. She's cool. She's why I wanted to watch track and field, because it's not really my thing. But, it's becoming excuse after excuse. I don't know. What do you think, Barry?
I think that if marijuana was performance enhancing, maybe we know why the Jamaicans swept.
Ooh, that ganja.
So I'm going to say, yeah, she's going to win.
Another 3
Gold.
years of training. I see it.
Okay. Cal McNair, CEO of the Texans, has been compared to Tommy from the movie Tommy Boy by people within the NFL itself. Real or fake, Lauren? Cal is actually worse than Tommy because Tommy saved his business.
Oh, Barry, why are you making me answer this one? Can I just defer to Rachel?
Yes, I don't see Cal McNair saving the Texans at all. In fact, they've gone downhill. So Tommy Boy is probably better, at least at business. I think Cal's made it clear he'd probably rather be playing video games or something.
How many times do you ladies think that he's been in the locker room like, fat guy and little Callie like winging?
Oh man, it's such a spot on comparison. I know the eternal optimist here, she's not gonna say it, but whew, Cal McNair, man. Tommy Boy, spot on.
Texans GM Nick Caserio was seen trying to throw a football into a trash can during training camp when none of the Texans quarterbacks were able to do so. Rachael, real or fake, had Caserio actually been able to do it, he would have signed himself as the third string quarterback.
Real, absolutely real. I mean, Deshaun clearly isn't going to, if it came down to it, he wouldn't be the one taking the snaps for the Texans. So, yeah, he'd do it. And you know what? I believe in you, Nick Caserio, because from what I have read, you actually hold school records at John Carroll University, where you did play quarterback in college. Nobody else on this team has records for their college university. Nick Caserio all the way. It's the Patriot way, and they win rings. So I believe in you, Nick. Let's do it.
Look at you doing all that homework. Yes, and exactly, that's what I was going to allude to, the Patriot way. He comes from a winning organization. So yeah, I'm sure he's thrown around footballs up there into the trash can and made it. Teach the Texans a thing or two.
Full disclosure, I was being sarcastic. I think she's telling the truth right now.
Always. Here is two-time Super Bowl champ, Hall of Famer of the 2017 class, former running back of the Denver Broncos, Terrell Davis. Thanks so much for taking time out of your busy schedule.
No problem, Lauren. Thank you. Yeah, glad to be here.
So obviously we see Defy on the table, and that's what your post-football career is about. Tell us about that real quick. What are you working on? What are these products?
Yeah, so I've been working on a lot since I retired. I think it's just kind of chasing the passion, kind of chasing that that excitement, that adrenaline that we got from playing. So I've kind of transitioned into the world of being an entrepreneur, and it's been exciting. So tried a lot of different projects and had some success in a lot of things, and had some failures as well. But the latest project is something that I'm passionate about. It's a passion project more than it is a project of just trying to do something just to kind of gain or make money. So it's our water. It's called Defy. It's a premium water. That's out as 9.5 pH water, alkaline. So it's a high-end water. But what's cool about the water is it's not just water. It has a give back component, because our company is, it's Black-owned, it's woman-owned, and it's veteran-owned. And so we have leaned into those communities, and we have a give back component with our water. So for every bottle sold, a portion of the proceeds goes to three organizations that represents those communities. One is called the Center for African American Health, one is called the Disabled American Veterans, and the other one is the National Association of Women Business Owners. And the reason why we wanted to give back to those communities is because we recognize that those communities are underserved. And obviously we represent those communities in the way our ownership structure is built. Yeah, and then also too with Defy is we have a suite of projects. We have a Boost, which is our pre-workout. We have a water, then we have a Recover, which is a post-workout drink. And so just go to drinkdefy.com to learn more about where you can get your latest products.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that. Excited to see it in stores.
Stay right there. When we come back, the funniest 3 minutes in sports you will get all week with Barry on Sports, and the freeze, choking in Atlanta sports. It's all coming up next on Viralicious. Stay there.
More Houston Sports Show after these messages.
See towering prehistoric beasts and their modern-day descendants only at the Houston Zoo. Tickets online at houstonzoo.org.
Experience the pinnacle of performance at Ron Carter Cadillac. Drive the new 2021 Cadillac XT5 Luxury Collection for only $449 a month. Or the new 2021 XT6 Luxury Collection for $509 a month, all with just $1 down. At Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac. Gulf Freeway just 2 minutes south of the Beltway.
Shop smarter when you shop Ron Carter. RonCarterCadillac.com.
See towering prehistoric beasts and their modern-day descendants only at the Houston Zoo. Tickets online at houstonzoo.org.
And now we send it over to the sports desk.
I'm Barry Laminack, and this isn't what happened in sports this week. Let's start in the NFL, where Andy Dalton was booed by Bears fans in a preseason game and then had to listen to those fans chant the name of his backup, Justin Fields. Those are the same fans that had to watch Mitch Trubisky for the past few years. Getting booed by Bears fans for being a bad quarterback is like getting booed at a Milli Vanilli concert because you can't sing. The New England Patriots team plane flew to Haiti to provide supplies after the island was hit with a hurricane. Owner Robert Kraft said he had to help because after last season, he knew firsthand what a disaster felt like. James Harden celebrated his birthday on Thursday with his favorite hobby ever, eating food. Yeah, not watching exotic dancers, just his chicken strips this time. In other sports news, after missing the Olympics due to a positive test for marijuana, Sha'Carri Richardson raced the Prefontaine Classic in the 100 meters and finished dead last. Then went on a rant about it to the media. Clearly, she is not used to being the one getting smoked. In a recent poll, Notre Dame's Fighting Irish mascot was voted the 4th most offensive mascot in college sports. Notre Dame leadership was upset about this and claimed that the schools that used Native American mascots were never founded by Native Americans. And in contrast to Notre Dame, which was founded by little imaginary angry green men, boy, you hate to see them playing into the stereotype, immediately fighting over it with the press. Little known fact, before the green leprechaun became Notre Dame's mascot in 1965, it was this Irish Terrier. Whew. According to a recent study, eating one hot dog takes 35 minutes off of your life, which is nothing compared to losing 3 hours of watching a Texans game. LSU became the first SEC school to require fans to provide proof of vaccination to attend their football games at home. And to convince fans to get vaccinated, each shot of Pfizer will be infused with Tony Satcheries. It's pretty sad that the place that sells boudin on the side of the highway is leading the charge in health and safety. And finally, Anna Montana, a 32-year-old Instagram model. What? Is that a thing? Really? I just feel like it's not a, okay, but she's 32. She's more like an Instagram mom. Anyways, Anna Montana is receiving flack for her relationship with 19-year-old basketball player LaMelo Ball. LaMelo plays for the Hornets, but seems to prefer Cougars. Listen, he obviously likes older women, so I'm gonna need y'all to keep him away from Sonia Curry, okay? I'm Barry Laminack. That's not what happened in sports this week.
If it's hot and happening, it's viralicious.
All right, let's get it cranked up and going fast, just like this video. This is Monday night, the Braves and the Yankees. Mr. Freeze, of course, going his sprint around the lap. But look, you actually have the guy going ahead of him, and
Going. He could
go
all the way.
And he breaks the ice.
What was that, Daniel Jones?
Right there.
Is that Daniel Jones running out there? Remember in 2020 when he had that big 80-yard run and he was out in open space, just plunk.
Like, poor Daniel Jones.
You know why this is happening though, right?
Why is it happening?
Because it's in Atlanta, and as the resident Atlanta sports fan, I mean, that's all we do is choke at the end of things. Like,
get it together. Sorry.
Tell them, not me. Lauren, look, I know you're not a fighter. I'm just a lover, not a fighter, but a lot of fights happen whenever you're hanging around the Giants this year, it seems. And here we have Sterling Brown and Troy Hill getting into a fight. But the reason this has gone viral is, well, look at his hands. Who throws punches like that?
Come at me, bro.
I
It
was
looks like a
praying
karate.
mantis. Yeah, like praying mantis, like, yeah. Like, I don't know what he's doing here, but the last girl that tried to fight me, she also threw punches like that, I think. Like,
Look, we mentioned, and how far did it get her? Right?
No, because
Okay. Look, we mentioned Daniel Jones earlier with the Giants. He got this crap going on at training camp. What is going on?
This is par for the course, Lauren, but nobody throws punches like that. That's the whole point. And then his teammate, look at his teammate. He about ready to switch jerseys with the dude next to him. I don't want to play for the Browns no more. I'm done. I can't be on this dude's team.
Looking at this, you just said par for the course, and it just makes me think parkour.
What?
Don't go anywhere. It is football time. When we come back, Rachel will give us her college and NFL picks. Plus, I got you covered with American Flag Football League in the real deal with some special guests in studio. Stay tuned.
More Houston Sports Show after these messages.
Confidence comes standard with a certified pre-owned Cadillac from Ron Carter Cadillac, your only Houston area Cadillac to your door dealer. Get 2.9% APR for 72 months on Houston's largest certified pre-owned Cadillac inventory, with the assurance of a 172-point inspection, meticulous reconditioning by master Cadillac technicians, and a total 5-year limited warranty with unlimited miles.
Shop smarter when you shop Ron Carter. RonCarterCadillac.com.
At Smart Financial, we're about people, not profits. That's because we're locally operated by our member owners, and that makes all the difference. We are first-time home buyers. We are car buyers. We are dreamers. We are family. We are you. We are Smart Financial. No matter who you are or what you do, Smart Financial is here for you.
Now it's time for The Juice with Game Day OJ, aka Put Your Money Where Rachel's Mouth Is.
All right, so last week, I was undefeated in preseason week 2 football picks. That's right. I blessed you with the Browns, the Saints, and the 49ers money lines. Now, there wasn't a ton of value in the bets individually, but it was an easy plus 123 leg parlay. And I'm not one to brag, but you're welcome. Now this week we're gonna mix it all up because I'm feeling frisky, got college football and NFL bets. Let's get into it. Here is the juice. College football is back, baby. So let's kick off my first official Juice college bet of the year with Thursday night's Big Ten matchup, Ohio State at Minnesota. Now, while I do think that Ohio State will row their boats out of Minnesota with the win, I don't think the Gophers are going down by 14 points. And if I'm Minnesota, I'm feeling some type of way about this spread. Here, let me paint the picture for you. It's Thursday night, prime time on a big network, and it's your season opener. It's your home opener. You're against the kings of your conference, the Evil Empire, and they're starting a freshman quarterback who's never even thrown a pass in a college football game. Heck, Ohio State didn't even know who their quarterback was about 5 minutes ago. Meanwhile, you have 10 starters who've returned to your offense. Your quarterback is a senior who's proven that he can play in this conference. Not to mention, you're sporting some brand new black on black swaggy uniforms. And yet Vegas has the audacity to make you 14-point underdogs? Yeah, I'm counting on PJ Fleck to have the Gophers lit for this game. The home crowd will be electric. Gophers cover the 14 points. And on to the NFL, the Cowboys will host the Jaguars. Neither of these teams have won a preseason game thus far, but all that's about to change, right? Yeah, I figured that out all by myself. Well, I think the Jaguars got this one locked up, so that's who I'm picking. One thing's for sure, Dak Prescott, he ain't playing in this game. No. 2 things are for sure. Dak Prescott isn't playing in this game, and Ben DiNucci isn't very good. Yeah, Houston, remember last week when the Nooch gifted 3 interceptions to the Texans? No bueno. And it looks like the Cowboys may actually make Cooper Rush next in line, but honestly, at this point, I just don't even know what to expect with the Cowboys. I'm a little more confident on my expectations of the Jaguars in this game, and that is that Trevor Lawrence and some starters are actually gonna play. And thus, the Jags, they're just gonna suck a little less than the boys. I'm pounding it in, Jags win. And check this out, we're starting a Houston Sports Show Fantasy League. If you want to sign up, be sure to follow at Houston Show on Twitter, as well as myself at GameDayOHJ. And I know I'm going to regret this, but My DMs are open, so let me know that you're interested in joining and we will try to squeeze you in. There's only a couple of spots left and there will be prizes for the winners and a season-ending party with us, the Houston Sports Show crew. Draft day is Sunday, September 5th, so good luck to you, but you should already know I'm gonna win.
Now it's time for The Real Deal with Lauren Leal.
That's right, it's real deal time, but I'm not just the one giving it to you. Today in studio, we have American Flag Football League CEO and founder, Jeffrey Lewis, and quarterback for the women's team, Venita Crouch. Thanks so much for joining us today, guys, in honor of the championships taking place here today and this weekend. Let's get into the background of the AFFL. It's the 4th season, but first for women's, biggest payout in women's professional football. How has the success been so far? What have you gathered this year?
So this is our first season with the women playing, and I think 2021 is going to be remembered as kind of the Cooperstown moment for female football. So this is the year where we're going to play on national TV, women's pro football, I think for the first time. I'm not sure what the biggest prize women have ever played football for is. I have a feeling it's not very close to $200K. Right. And we've also had this year though the NAIA, the small colleges playing organized flag football for the first time with varsity athletes receiving, so we have women getting college scholarships to play football. Think about
wow.
that, right? And this year we're expecting several dozen junior colleges to pick up women's football, and there's a tremendous amount of activity happening at the high school level, the junior high school level. This is really kind of, I think, a real formative moment for female football.
Doing it right on the first time. I mean, that's got to be incredible to see the traction that it's gained. Did you expect any of that?
The thing about the flag community is these people have been at this for a long time. I discovered this community 4 or 5 years ago when I started the AFFL, but people like Venita have been, keeping the flame burning for a long time, and their experiences are really pretty remarkable.
When you discovered the niche, how did you know that it was the right time to do it and to create the AFFL?
Well, it's funny. We looked at all the information that was out there, and it seemed like, how could it be that a sport is bigger than hockey, lacrosse, and rugby combined, and yet there's no, aspirational product out there. There's nobody to look up to. So you have all these participants. And in a lot of ways, if you look at like American soccer 25 years ago, you had these two huge groups, kids playing and grown-ups playing. People playing on the weekends, playing after work, traveling for tournaments. And that's exactly what the flag community looks like. Mm-hmm. And so it just seemed like such a natural to create, professional league, high-level play, and to put a spotlight on all these people who love this game so much.
More Houston Sports Show to come. Just stay right there. You don't want to miss what is coming next. Hey, you enjoy Houston Sports Show on TV? Well, get a kick out of Houston Sports Show on the radio. Check us out every Sunday morning at ESPN 97.5.
More Houston Sports Show after these messages.
Experience the pinnacle of performance at Ron Carter Cadillac. Drive the new 2021 Cadillac XT5 Luxury Collection for only $449 a month. Or the new 2021 XT6 Luxury Collection for $509 a month, all with just $1 down. At Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac. Gulf Freeway just 2 minutes south of the Beltway.
Shop smarter when you shop Ron Carter. RonCarterCadillac.com.
When crisis hits Houston, we come together. In spirit, in action. It's not the first time, but each time, the Houston Chronicle delivers coverage you can count on. From downtown to the Woodlands, to Baytown, to Katy, to Sugarland. We stand with you. Together, we are strong. We are Houston.
Man, what a busy Houston Sports Show tonight. So much fun. Thank you so much for joining us. We are here every Saturday night, of course, 10 p.m. Catch all of the awesome insight that we give. I'm Lauren Leal.
I'm Rachael von Oranje.
And he is Barry Lemonak. We'll see you next week.
You ready?
Let's do it.
You ready?
Let's do it. Woo! Woo!
Nope. Come on, Barry.
Nope.
Barry, get in the wave. Come on.
That's
Show your
not
spirit.
the type of walk-off we're talking about.
You're watching Houston Sports Show on CW 39 Houston.
Confidence comes standard with a certified pre-owned Cadillac from Ron Carter Cadillac, your only Houston area Cadillac to your door dealer. Get 2.9% APR for 72 months on Houston's largest certified pre-owned Cadillac inventory, with the assurance of a 172-point inspection, meticulous reconditioning by master Cadillac technicians, and a total 5-year limited warranty with unlimited miles.
Shop smarter when you shop Ron Carter. RonCarterCadillac.com.
We are new beginnings. We are first-time home buyers. We are family. We are Smart Financial. Whether buying a new home or refinancing, we offer easy shopping for the best loan programs and rates available, and convenient online tools to help you make a smart choice. No matter who you are or what you do, Smart Financial has the right home loan for you. We are dreams come true. We are Smart Financial.